there, it's me. I'm back. I've been kind of not doing anything for the last few days. I kind of dipped out on Vlogmas, and that's okay. We'll actually open up some teas and see what the last I feel like 4 or 5 are. But I just wanted to come on while I was having these feelings and reflecting on stuff, just to be super vulnerable and just really honest about everything that I'm going through. I'm not gonna cry in this video, but as you can see, I'm very emotional. I am one of those people. We don't know each other, right? You just see me on camera, but I am one of those people that, yes, I do cry a lot, probably not enough. I used to cry a lot more when I was younger. And as I aged, I kind of got more business-like, and I got into this really toxic mindset, and we'll talk about this. I got into this really toxic mindset where I was like, oh, don't cry, do something, just stop crying, why don't you do something instead? That'll make it better. Or, you'll stop crying because you'll do the thing you're crying about. It's just, sometimes you just need to cry. So, first of all, let's talk about my hair. A lot of you liked it. One of you really did not like it. I am on the fence. All right. I forgot what having braids is like, and I am literally standing on a teeter-totter right now between I'm gonna take it out or I'm gonna let it ride for the next couple of weeks. But it's a lot. First of all, my scalp for the first week itchy as hell. And it's just a lot. It's too long. I don't mind the color actually, but it's definitely, it's 100% too long. It's too much hair. And I just don't like the top of it. Maybe I just don't like my forehead. Anyway, I have been thinking about just taking it out and just going back to my natural hair. I feel like at this point, I have lost probably so much of my split ends because of what she did to my hair before she braided it. But what if that's a non-negotiable, whatever, it's gone, it's gone. So, and this has made me definitely question how much I should probably focus on doing a little more self-care next year. Now I'm gonna cry because I'm going to confess something to you. I haven't been to a hair salon to get a trim or anything like that since 2015, 16 maybe, probably 2016. Because I don't have any girlfriends with my texture hair to ask who to go to. And when you're making an appointment for textured hair, it's really hard to get in there. And I don't know what I'm doing. And it's just a big barrier to get in there. But I'm a big girl, okay? So I did research. I know who to go to. I'm going to go to this salon that was highly recommended. I went to Reddit because, again, I got nobody to ask. And once I take this out, I'm going to go get a proper trim. Even if it's a big chop and I have short hair for a few years, I don't care. I'm going to be better about my hair. Because for me, I know it's just hair. But if you are a woman of a certain melanin, you understand about your hair, okay? That's that. Secondly, I'm alone right now. Me and Clover, we just played this morning. I've been talking to ChatGPT, which I probably should have been journaling to work stuff out. And at the end of the year, you work a lot of stuff out in your head. You kind of think about what you've done and you weigh it and see, did I accomplish all I wanted to accomplish? I did. And here's the thing. I still haven't really processed that in 2024, a lot of the things I wanted to do actually happened. And I'm more talking about the singing stuff. And I know, I'm sorry I talk about it a lot, but it's something I really care about. It's something I'm really passionate about. I kind of held it close to my chest for a while. But it's, And it's not like it's not super healthy to have it be part of your identity, or to like be so fully in it that it's wrapped up in like your self-worth, that that's just the way that it is. So a lot of the boxes that I wanted to check off, like since I was like 15, 14, were like checked off suddenly. And I don't know how to like process it or feel about it. So like, I'm happy on the one hand that all that stuff happened, and I'm sad on the one hand that like everything took so long, that either like I was slow blooming, or like didn't work hard enough back then, or it just wasn't my time, or whatever. Because I feel like I'm on I feel a theoretical clock behind me ticking away all the time. And I've always been this way. I've always been the person who was always in touch with their own mortality. When I was a kid, I was like, I don't know, I can't relate to people who say the kids feel invincible, because I never thought that way. I was always felt like a moving target, like a plane was going to land on my house, or there was going to be some crazy car accident. I never felt safe, ever. And I've said a bunch of times also that, you know, I'm a very anxious person. I kind of handle it, but I have a lot of like looming anxiety about my own safety, because I mean, there are a lot of factors. Like, I lived in places where you had reason to be afraid. Like, I was in Frankfurt in the 80s, Frankfurt, Germany, and there we had to like check under our car for like explosives every time we got in our car. And there was like a bomb. I probably shouldn't say these things on YouTube, but there was like an attack on an airport, the Frankfurt airport, when I was living there. And when I moved back to the United States, we lived in DC, and my parents had the news on a lot of the time. And the news in DC in like the 80s and 90s was not like a very positive, like, reporting. There's a lot of crime reporting. So I saw that. I just saw the world as a very dangerous place. And my parents, me being an only child, I'm not saying this is their fault, but they're very protective, and they say, don't go there, you know, be careful. And it's one of the reasons why I'm a very safe driver. Like, my dad made sure I was a very safe driver. And so, like, watch out for other people. Other people are the problem. I think that was just explaining, like, why I'm very anxious. But going back to all of the things, I want to be 100% real with you and tell you that I am very overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. I'm like, I can be a superwoman and do like all of these things, meaning like all of these like YouTube channels and like all of the short form content, and be a wife and a dog mom and a singer, and I don't even have kids. I don't have kids. And so because I don't have kids, I also feel like I have all this time and energy. Why should I feel burnt out? But I do. And maybe that's normal. And so I've been trying for the last like couple of days to like do my admin planning and end of the year, like bookkeeping and all that stuff. And I opened my computer and I can't really get anywhere. I'm not crying in this video. Anyway, I opened my computer and I just can't get anywhere. I have all of these ideas, and I have all of these plans, and I can't materialize anything. And I thought to myself, like, what is everyone else doing right now? Except if you work in retail, they're taking a break. What's wrong with you? Why can't you take a break? And I was like, oh yeah, you know, this is me having conversations with myself. So I tried to take a break. I watched Squid Game season 2, loved it. You know what? Let's take a break from the seriousness. Squid Game season 2 for me rocked. I mean, it ended. I didn't like the way. Listen, the end. the end was not the end. Let's be real. It's not the end. They like filmed it all back to back. They cut it off in the middle of the season. They're like, see you next week. And I'm like, however, I'm picking up what they're putting down. I don't think that like all of the storyline is like adding up for me, but I feel like they're going to answer a lot of questions in the finale of it. But I enjoyed it. I really did. I love Squid Game. I am all about a Squid Game moment. Like, I'm obsessed with Squid Game to like probably an unhealthy point. And I am obsessed with Gong Yoo and Lee Jong Jae. No one has the right to be that good looking. No one. Anyway. So I did. I took a break. I like watched Netflix. I kind of tried to get away from thinking about the grind and thinking about like, I need to like get myself together. And that is exactly what I like said in the last video. Like, I wanted to get away from that mindset, and it's really hard. Like, I am programmed really unhealthily to be like, I'm gonna stretch myself till I can't do anything anymore. And I am at the point where like, I cannot do anything else. So, except vlog. I have the energy for that because I'm just talking with you. So I just wanted to maybe, I don't know if I'm going to publish this, but I just wanted to normalize it if you were thinking this way. Like, if you've accomplished a lot or you've done a lot and you wanted to like celebrate yourself, but at the same time you're feeling really sad, which I'm feeling very sad for some reason. And I don't often feel sad. I have to say that. I am a person with really neutral, like, emotional feeling most of the time. You know, when you're young, maybe if you are a very creative person, you experience a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows. I kind of have, that spectrum is a little narrower now, because I feel like that's a very energy sucking way to live. So I kind of go through my life being on neutral and try not to overreact to things and just try to stay chill. And I can be really thrilled and really sad, but like not all the time. But for the first time in 2024, I feel like, maybe not the first time, but like, maybe it is the first time in 2024, I am feeling like really sad. And I didn't want to like I didn't want to cover that up. So yeah, I feel sad. I feel like 2024, like I did a bunch and it's over, and I still feel, I still feel like really overextended, and I don't know. Well, I was also talking to ChatGPT about how to sort of work that out, and it gave me some great ideas. I call my ChatGPT bestie. It's not, it isn't like all, you know, it's not real, but I like to talk to it like it's real. And I like to be nice to AI because when they take over, that way they'll spare my life. But so that is the update. Clover and I have been hanging out all day inside because it's really, really rainy. I think it actually stopped raining. But I've been talking for like 14 minutes about stuff. And I don't know if I'm going to publish it on the internet. I also was scrolling TikTok and learned that I might have a medical condition that would answer a lot of questions that I've had throughout the years. This is random, but maybe it'll help somebody. And it's totally weird. It might be a little TMI, but it might help you. All of my life, I have never been able to burp, like audibly, like burp, like make a burp sound, like air being freed from your stomach, esophagus. That just doesn't happen for me. I think I can recall 1 or 2 times, I can't remember the second time, so I'm just going to say one time in my life where it may have slipped out, and I was very surprised by it. I remember it was like my freshman year in college, and I was like, wow. I was alone in my dorm room or something. Other than that, though, Burping does not happen for me. I do some sort of weird hiccuping in which air may escape very slowly and very minimally. And I also have something called emetophobia, which is the fear of getting sick. And it developed sort of in early adulthood and sort of got worse over time. I'm revealing all kinds of personal things in this video, but I don't care. I actually did seek therapy for it at one point when I had like stopped I stopped having an appetite after I was like very ill, and I had to like talk to someone about it, and I had been sort of getting by, ever since with like coping mechanisms, but I still continue to like not have the ability to burp, so I don't have the ability to have air escape from my stomach after eating. So I stopped drinking like fizzy beverages. I just told myself I didn't like the way they made me feel. I didn't know why, but I just didn't like the way they made me feel. And I eat really slowly. I kind of eat minimally I'll eat like a little bit at a time and then take a break and eat more very mindfully. And I've found that decreases the bloating feeling, because I felt often after meals bloated, stomach hurt, feel nauseated, feel scared, feel like anxious. And for a while, I was like, well, maybe it's something else. And I went to gastroenterologist. I had endoscopies. I had celiac tests. I had all kinds of stuff, and they never found anything wrong. They were just like, oh, it's anxiety. And I never thought about the fact that I don't burp. I don't burp at all. And I do, again, the weird like hiccup thing whenever I feel air coming up through my esophagus, and it always feels like it's trapped here. It never gets to be released, and it has to go somewhere. You know where it has to go. So there's that. But when it goes somewhere else, it does. I'm sharing so much information. It comes, you fart a lot, but like there's no smell because air is moving so quickly through your system that it's not like, it's like nothing. So apparently this is something called RCPD, and it's related to some muscle in your like cricothyroid area. And it was only discovered in like 2019. The doctor who discovered it, I think, had it himself. Guy's name is Dr. Bastian. He runs the Bastian Voice Institute in Chicago. And apparently the treatment is Botox in that area. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm scared of like any kind of Botox going into my throat area, because all of these muscles and ligament, I need those to function properly and optimally. So I do plan on seeing an ENT. We have a lot of ENTs here in Boston that are like specialized working with singers, and so I think that is the route I'm going to go. Even no matter how long it takes to get the appointment, I'm going to take the appointment, because if I've lived with it this long, what's waiting a few more months? But so that's what I learned while scrolling on TikTok, and they're going to ban TikTok. I don't want them to ban TikTok, because I learned so much interesting information on there. But so that's another thing I've been like sort of wrestling with for the last couple of days, is I didn't realize that was even something that I should consider, because there's a couple things I like can't do that I feel like are basic human things, like burping, whistling. I cannot whistle. There was a whole section in the Gershwin of the Icing Let 'Em Eat Cake musical that we did earlier at Odyssey Opera this season, where there was whistling for the chorus. I could not whistle, so I just pretended that I was whistling through that portion, which was hilarious. But because the note said whistle if you are able, and like, there was of course 5 or 6 of us that are like cannot whistle. But yes, I've never been able to whistle and can't burp. Another thing that I feel like a freak about is I've never had an ice cream headache. Headache. I've never had brain freeze. I don't know what that is. I've never experienced that. What is that? When I say those things, I'm like, am I an alien? Am I a protozoa? Am I an AI? I don't know. Because, like, I feel like that's basic, like, human experiences. Brain freeze, never heard of her. Never seen her. Don't know what that is. All right, let's open the teas. I feel like all of that offload was very cathartic for me. And I'm feeling a little better, I have to say. Where did we end off? 18. So let's open 19 through 24. We have so many teas to get through. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I like just ghosted y'all. All right, number 19 is Jasmine Pearls. Let me know if you guys like green tea or not. I know there's a couple of tea girls in the comments. I like green tea. I think it tastes like grass, which turns some people off, but I really like that. Vegetal. I like the word vegetal. I think it's fun. So 20 is next. Gosh. 20 is chestnut tea. This is the other like Christmas tea that they've been making for a while. This is actually really good. It might sound like not so good, but it's like it's so good. With some sweetener in it, it's delish. All right, 21. Where's 21? Here is 21. Doing like batch opening. Oh my God, wait, I can't get it out. Okay. Blueberry white tea. Am I a fan of the white tea? I used to like really be into white tea because it was super weird and different back when I first started really delving into tea. But I mean, it's like, no, whatever. It's probably great, but like, I'm not a white tea connoisseur, okay? What's next? 21. 21? Did we do 21? 20? Oh, we did 21. Okay, 22 is next. Here we go. It's good to do them all like at once. It's kind of exciting. Fun. Dragonwell. This, I like the name. It sounds good. It's a green tea, so I hope that'll be delicious. And 23, we're almost done. Chamomile, nothing special there. I mean, if you like chamomile, I'm sure you're very excited about that, but I mean, it's chamomile. Okay, last one. Christmas Eve tea is, gingerbread tea. I've never had this. Look at the little gingerbread men on it. That's so cute. I bet it's really good. What's in it that makes a gingerbread tea? Gingerbread flavor. Well, that's okay. Who knows what that is? But so here's all the rest of the teas. I am sorry that I'm not going to give you like a full review on all of them. Description, whatever, just trust. But you know that I like chestnut tea, and I have had a blueberry white tea before, not from Adagio, but I have had it. By the way, okay, on a larger note, I have enjoyed the advent calendar, the 24 days of tea. It's really fun. It's an advent calendar with things that are consumable, which I approve of, because as much fun as advent calendars are, I feel like a lot of them come with things that you'll never use. Like those makeup advent calendars and those like skincare advent calendars, you'll get 5 or 6 things that you like, and then, you know, all the rest of the things you'll be like, well, I'm never going to use this. That's why I stopped those like BoxyCharm and stuff. What do I need all that stuff for? I don't need all that stuff. I really don't. So that is the update. That is the update. So basically, I think my conclusion from this is that I do probably need to take an actual like rest time, and that I am going to mostly move my my gaming channel to streaming only, because I cannot do like videos on that channel. I think that is the best choice. I think as somebody who just started that channel for fun, I kind of needed to stay like that. And as much fun as like making videos is for that channel, it's I have to cut down on something. And I feel like every now and again, if the spirit is moving me to make a video for that channel, I'll do it. But I think streaming only or mostly is going to be more manageable for me, considering the other channels that I have. Realistically. So that is that. We have our final inspection for the bathroom remodel today. Everything looks great in there. I still have not put up the wallpaper, but I'll do it whenever. So it is my end of year discussion on how I'm doing. I feel like everyone has it all together, and then everyone, like, when they turn the camera off, is like this. I do not have it all together. Sometimes it feels like it's like all together, but a lot of the time it just feels like I'm just running around pretending like I knew what I'm doing. And maybe by putting this out there, it kind of normalizes the way that you think that other adults are doing. So I hope this was positive. I have a flank steak to marinate, and it's like everything in me right now to get it in the marinade. Everything seems gargantuan. Like every task is gargantuan. And that's just the way that it is right now between Christmas and New Year's. But if I don't see you before 2025, please have a wonderful, safe New Year's Eve and New Year's celebrations. Take care of yourselves. Don't put yourselves in danger. Please have a safe New Year's. I hope that if 2024 wasn't the way you wanted it to be, that you have new hope for 2025. And if 2024 was a banger for you, let's carry some of that energy into 2025. It's okay to be slightly chaotic. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.